Now, week 7 of the NFL Thursday Night Football, we're going to go through our best bet builder. I've been joined by Tom Carnduff from the Sporting Life. This week, Tom, week 7 sees an interesting game as an AFC clash, the Denver Broncos heading in to take on the Cleveland Browns. So what is the bet builder that you've picked out for us for this game?
So I've gone for Cleveland Browns on the -3 handicap. Ernest Johnson over 58.5 rushing yards. Teddy Bridgewater over 229.5 passing yards, and then Ernest Johnson anytime touchdown scorer comes out a little over 7.5 to 1.
Okay, so a nice price here over 7.5 to 1. First up, the Browns at home. They've had the problems with injuries. You think they're getting -3 here, so they can cover a field goal. What's your line of thinking for this?
Yeah, I think you've touched on it there. Both sides just hit with injuries, and the fact that the short week doesn't help either with them now playing on the Thursday night. I think if the line had maybe drifted to say 7, then perhaps I would go the other way, but there is enough there to convince me that the Browns might just get it done. Look, both come into it knowing that they need a win. Neither's won in their last 2. For Denver, that extends to 3. And I suppose you're looking at the Browns injury list, the likes of Baker Mayfield, the key parts of the Browns offense as well, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Jarvis Landry, to name a few. It does make it an interesting battle, but a 3-3 record. I mean, the other side that defeats, it's good teams, the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Cardinals, I think they've lost to as well. And by all accounts, Mayfield says he's going to play. There are players that can come in as well. For me, I think it's going to be close. It could go pretty late. We could see a fourth quarter kind of opening up of the scoreline. But yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Browns at -3 to get the job done.
Okay, so that's the first part of this, the Browns to cover that -3. Now we move on to the back room. As we said, that the Cleveland Browns running back room is a mess at the moment, but you think that the Ernest Johnson could be the man to pick up the pieces here, and you are going over 58.5 rushing yards for here, Tom. So what are you going for this one for?
Yeah, we've touched on it there. Nick Chubb's confirmed out already, so we know that Ernest Johnson's going to start for the Browns on Thursday night. We know that they're a team, they like to run the ball. I think they're the only one in the NFL to have hit the 1,000 rushing yards marker already this season. Should mean that Johnson will see plenty of opportunities to do just that. It's kind of why Chubb as well as a leader when it comes to those rushing yards. I think he was averaging over 100 per game in the 5 that he has played. And I've touched on that injury to Baker Mayfield as well. I think it's his non-throwing shoulder, isn't it? But he's still expected to play, but it could see them run that ball a bit more anyway. So, plenty of opportunities to do so. And at 59 or more, I think based on the man that he's coming in for, I quite like the look of that one.
Yeah, looks good to me as well, I have to say. Next one now could be a lot of people looking at this thing. This could be the banana skin. Teddy Bridgewater passing yards over 229.5. What makes you think the Broncos quarterback is going to go over that line?
Yeah, I mean, credit to the Paddy Power traders here that they have nailed the line in terms of the overs-unders. This is a very, very difficult one to call. And much like the game itself, I think this is going to be very, very close. We could talk early 230s if we're picking out passing yards here. But if you look at the Raiders on Saturday, it was a bad game for Teddy Bridgewater. Season high 3 interceptions. He lost a fumble as well. He was hit 19 times, sacked 5 times. But in all that, he threw for 334 yards. The Browns are averaging, I think it's 220 conceded per game. Bridgewater's averaging about 252. So like I say, it's going to be close, but I think he can just edge over it if I'm picking the overs and unders. So yeah, for Bridgewater in this game, I'm going to go for overs.
Okay, over 229.5 passing yards for Teddy Bridgewater. Final leg of this to make us up to this nice juicy price. We're going back to that man, Ernest Johnson, and you're going for him anytime touchdown scorer market. So what makes you think that he's going to score a TD?
Yeah, I think not too much to kind of add on the above, the fact that the Browns are a team that like to run the ball. They're going to look to him. I think there's a lot of excitement for him to finally get a start in this one. And you look at Nick Chubb's kind of rate so far this season, 4 rushing touchdowns for him, 1 per game average, I think it was last season. And again, the Mayfield injury might see them rush that ball a little bit more. So they're a good team at doing it. I don't think Denver, I think they're pretty middle of the pack when it comes to conceding rushing touchdowns this season. But yeah, if he is to get, as we're expecting, a high number of rushing yards, we can see that near the goal line as well. So if I'm picking out an anytime touchdown scorer, I think I'm going to go for Ernest Johnson.
Okay, so that is Tom Carnduff's best bet builder for Thursday Night Football. Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns, and Tom is going for the Browns -3. The Ernest Johnson rushing yards to be over 58.5. Teddy Bridgewater's passing yards for the Denver Broncos quarterback to go over 229.5. And it's that running back again from the Cleveland Browns, the Ernest Johnson, him in the anytime touchdown scorer markets. And Tom's bet builder this week with Paddy Barr comes to over 7.5 to 1. Good luck if you're having to play with this.